Good morning, welcome to Scorched Earth Tarot. My name is Carrie and this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant. Or if you're cross-watching for a Sun, Moon, Ascendant, yeah, that's possible. Usual rules apply, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you don't know what your Moon or Rising signs are, have a look in the description box. There's a link down there that will help you. If you would like a personal reading, have a look in the description box. The information is in there that you need. I'm on social media as Scorched Earth Tarot on both Instagram and Facebook, so come find me and we'll hang out there, do stuff. Pretty cool. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you, so I'm just going to start pulling some cards. Oh, sorry about these being late, by the way. September was a bit of a shitty month, so I ended up not getting anywhere near YouTube. 2 more cards. Cancer for October. 1 more card. Right, the cards that you have are the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. I'll show you them in a second. So I just want to get some clarifiers. The readings are time-stamped, so if you don't want to watch all the shuffling and stuff, feel free to go down to the comments. And the first one is me time-stamping it. Just click on that and skip ahead. It's the 8 of Swords here for Cancer. Where's the 3 of Cups here for Cancer? Here's the 3. Nearly done. Here's the 4 of Cups here for Cancer. It's so funny, I was literally discussing this combination of cards with a friend last night, and here it is. It's literally popped out. That's the one. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. So I'll go through the clarifiers in turn as I get through the main cards, so we don't end up with, you know, a bazillion cards in your head trying to visualize. So, Cancer. The first card that you've got is the 8 of Swords. This woman's lashed to a rock. Okay. She's got her feet in the water, and as we know, in tarot symbolism, water is emotions. It's your feels, man. Yeah, it's all in there. And she's surrounded by 8 swords. And swords are words and thoughts, communications. She's tied up. She's blindfolded. She is absolutely stuck. And this is you. This is how you are feeling at the moment, Cancer. Sometimes it can talk of self-sabotage, because actually she has the ability to get herself out of this. You know, she's not tied up tightly, so you just wriggle and that would come off. She could pull the blindfold off. She could see, you know, the route out. There are rocks around that she could clamber on. And she could avoid the swords. But she's choosing to stay static right here. And it's not always a conscious choice to do that. Sometimes, more often than not, in fact, we don't realise that that's what we're doing to ourselves, but we are. And that's why it becomes self-sabotage. But it is absolutely stuck. It can be overthinking. It can be stuck in your own head too. But whatever it is, it's not a comfortable situation. And this is where you find yourself at the moment. The 2 cards that we have to clarify are the Page of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Page of Wands is fire element. I often read it to be the card of Sagittarius, so this could be a Sagittarius that's important to you, that's in the mix somewhere. But I don't think it is. I think that you've got a bit of this energy fizzing about you at the moment. Yeah. Sometimes the pages are often messengers. But I'm not seeing that here. What I'm seeing here is the energy of the page. Newness. Starting on something new. Wanting to start on something new. The page more than any of the others, the Page of Wands more than any of others, I consider to be the one that is most excited to get out in the world. The Page of Pentacles is obsessed with his pentacle, like he just wants to make more pentacles. The Page of Cups is quite dreamy and quite a bit of a fantasist actually, but you know, in a happy little space with that. The Page of Swords has very lofty ideas about stuff. Yeah, it's very cerebral, very intellectual. The Page of Wands wants to experience, right? And the Wands suit's all about that. It's all about living in the moment and experiencing things. And the reason why this page is so excited about his job is not because he gets to relay messages from the king. It's everything that goes with that job for him. Yeah. It's seeing new lands. It's smelling new smells. It's experiencing things that he would not be able to experience were he to stay in the same place. You know, and it's a Sagittarian card for me because it's got an air of exploration and adventure that goes along with it. He's looking at his wand, and it's sprouting. You know, it's sprouting new leaves. This is new experience, new growth for you here. And I feel like this is your energy because I feel like this is what you want to do. But at the moment, you're feeling a little bit hamstrung. Static, stuck in your own head, when actually you want to be out of your head and experiencing physically in the world. And I feel like this is what's holding you back. The Three of Cups. There are plenty of interpretations for this card, but right here, I feel like this is more a case of you worrying what other people will think of your new direction. You know, there are. I get a distinct impression that you're kind of flipping the script on a lot of things, or at least you want to. And the thing that's holding you back at the moment is worrying about what other people will think. The next card that you have is the Three of Cups again. So you know the drill. When we get repeating cards, this is a message that needs to be paid attention to. We've got the same setup, you know, the three women, moon, all that kind of thing. But it's people around you, you know, it's everybody but you is what you're paying attention to. Your energy is in here. The energy around you is here. And the balance of the two is here. And it doesn't suit you. It is literally making you feel trapped at the moment. I'm getting quite a claustrophobic feel about it. So it's here again. And the two cards that we have underneath are the Eight of Cups and the Chariot. More Cups cards, more water, your element. But what the Eight of Cups talks about is leaving things behind. It's moving away from things. There's a gap in that top row there, look, where the cups are stacked. It's very obviously missing. It draws attention to the fact that it is missing. And if you were to put a cup in there, you'd end up with 9. And the 9 of cups is the wish fulfillment. That's the page energy right there. And like the page, he's moving. He's leaving all of this behind, whatever this indicates to you, whatever it signifies for you. It's not doing it for him anymore. And I would imagine at least 3 of those cups are here. And at least 3 of these cups are here. These are the thoughts and opinions of people around you who are not you. And whose judgment you give so much credence to that you would allow yourself to be stuck in this position. This man's making a decisive move to move away. He's not just ambled off looking for the dog. He's got his boots on, he's got his walking stick, he's got his cloak. He's headed off into the night, under the eclipse. Eclipse is sun and moon, inner, outer, masculine, feminine, conscious, subconscious. It's a pulling together of all the dualities to head off in one direction, and that direction is absolutely away from these cups energies and towards this. Now the Chariot's number 7. It's the card of Cancer. So here you are, slap bang in the middle of your reading, really strongly, Major Arcana. And it's 7. 7's a very spiritual number. It's about growth and changes in you as a very fundamental soul. But what the Chariot talks about more than anything else is self-determination. Your ability to choose for yourself how you will conduct your life, regardless of external circumstances. And the Charioteer there, you pay attention, he's got no reins. He's got these 2 sphinxes, more duality, as I'm talking about. Black, white, inner and outer, yin, yang. And they want to go off in different directions, right? And somehow he has to control these 2 sphinxes to go forwards. Just the right amount of control on each, otherwise they'll veer off and he won't go in a straight line. But he's doing it all with the power of his mind. This is a card of strength of will, of a sense of self so strong that you can direct yourself in a straight line, even when you are trying to balance this duality inside. The duality that we also see here, It's what it's asking you to do. And then we come to the combination of cards that I spoke about, that I was literally talking to my friend about last night. We've got the 4 of Cups there. And the 4 of Swords. Both numbered 4, obviously, so they're about security and stability and all that kind of thing. But in the 4 of Cups, she's got all of these cups around her and she's not looking at them. She's looking down. Right? 3 of the cups are on another bank and there's the stream in the middle. The 4th cup hangs from the tree. Let's see that again. Now, in a lot of cases, this can indicate, ingratitude or an inability to fully comprehend the blessings that you have in your life. But I'm going to interpret it a little bit differently today because it's come up with the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a moment of repose. It's taking a break. It's taking a step back. Right? Those 3 swords that are hanging up on the wall, speak of the 3 of swords in the card preceding this one, which was heartbreak. And this is taking a moment to pull within and reflect. Pull the swords out of your heart, and take some time. And what I see in both of these cards, and what I discussed with my friend last night, was the fact that these cards indicate a withdrawal, but a need for withdrawal. In the 4 of Swords, it's a withdrawal from thought processes and communications, outside communications from other people. It's taking a rest. It's laying your sword down, taking a rest. Giving your mind a break from the things that you've been flipping over, from your 8 of Swords situation. In the 4 of Cups, we see someone who's deliberately not paying attention to the cups around them. And whilst that in more cases than not could be construed in perhaps a selfish way, self-interested way, what it's saying here, what it suggests here, is this is a need to withdraw away from those things. Because here we have 3 cups on the other side of the bank. Here we have 3 cups. You need to move away from them. The 3 cups here, you need to move away from them. These are cards that tell me that you're feeling very, very pressured by everyone else. And it's time for you to pull all of that back into yourself. And stop giving a fuck about what other people think. Stop giving a fuck about whether people are going to judge you for what you are doing. Because right now, Cancer, card of Cancer, this is all about you. This is all about yourself. This is all about marshalling your efforts so that you can balance out your own duality and move forwards, living your life under your own will, not somebody else's. And the final card that you have is the Empress. The Queen of all queens, the mother of mothers, she is fertility and abundance personified, which is the card of Taurus as well. Some people ascribe Libra, I don't. I think the creation and birth and the growing of new things is a distinctly earth quality. It's an earthy quality, not an air quality. She's often depicted as pregnant. Don't panic. You can be pregnant with possibilities, and I feel like what she's saying to you here is your life is literally pregnant with possibilities. You are standing on the cusp of something really exciting, something for you, something that you conduct under your own steam, something that is under your own will and no one else's. And autonomy, self-direction, self-determination. Nobody has the right to tell you how to live your life. They don't. And when you take charge of that, and once you start becoming a self-determined creature, what you have here is the ability to start experiencing these new possibilities, this new abundance that is literally sat here waiting for you. If you could just shake yourself free of these bonds that you are allowing currently to restrict you. Because ultimately, no matter how trapped you think you are always in charge of your reactions, your emotions, everything. You are allowing these people to dictate how you live your life. But note how that means that the power still lies with you. You can allow, or you can choose to not allow. And the Empress is saying, you do not allow that now, because I have things for you coming up in the month of October that I want you to experience. And it's down to you to make the choice. You make the choice. You have the power. Everything comes back to you. And October, Cancer, you have to start understanding your own power. You have to start understanding your own autonomy, because there's a world pregnant with possibilities waiting for you, but you're currently lashed to a rock. Have a little wiggle, set yourself free, and stop listening to these basic bitches. Oh my God. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Subscribe and all that shiny YouTube stuff. And send me a message if it resonated with you, or just, subscribe and like and all that jazz. But best of luck, and I will see you in November.